Greetings. Here in Central Texas, we start school tomorrow. So I wanted to take a moment out of tonight and give you 3 things every teacher needs to establish week 1. The first thing you need to establish as a teacher is better health habits. Teaching is tough. It's mentally and physically exhausting, and it requires us to actually feed our bodies a high level of nutrients and water to operate at our peak effectiveness. If we're not taking care of our bodies, then we actually end up in class sluggish, upset, stressed, anxious, and all kinds of things actually permeate, and our students know that more than anybody else. We have to start setting a better example of health and a stewardship of our bodies, of actually going into our classrooms at optimal health, optimal peak. The second thing is steward our minds better, develop good academic habits. I know you've sat through a couple weeks of professional development where everybody tried to convince you that something else is required for your classroom, and we have a tendency of simply taking that and running with it. But I would encourage you not to do that. You are an educator. There's a reason you got an education, and there's something in you that remains curious. Continue to foster and steward that curiosity. Develop good academic habits to actually grow your mind and enhance your understanding of your own craft. Read books of your own choosing. Dive into your subject area. Develop an arena of knowledge you didn't know existed beforehand. Don't just teach this year, but develop habits that actually force you to be the learner, to actually become uncomfortable with new information, whatever that information be, even if it's outside of your subject area. Develop good academic habits this year. The third thing is look yourself in the mirror and be content with who you are as a teacher. Stop buying the narrative that there's one perfect teacher out there, that if everybody was that perfect teacher, they would all magically communicate to all of their students and all of their students would be successful. That's not the way this works. You are you. You are an educator. You have to be able to go in that classroom in full confidence of who you are and what you have to offer those students. If you fake that at all, no one will know more than you and your students. The foundation of a relationship will be eroded before you ever even get into the teaching portion of that class. It is imperative that you understand who you are as a teacher and that you have the courage to be who you are as a teacher on day 1, on week 1. Let your students know who you are, not who you want to be, not who the state is, but who you are right now. And then let them mold you and bend you and teach you along the way. If we accomplish that, better health, better mental stewardship, and better, more authentic relationship with our students will actually revolutionize the classroom. So here's to you and everything you're doing this year. I wish you the best luck. Salute.